Hey yo, what's going on? It's your boy Young Retro coming back at you again with another video. And today, I'm going to be doing a little bit of a Q&A for y'all. Just a little bit. I might do a part 2 depending if y'all drop some questions down below that I want to answer. So, I just came back from the gym, so sorry if I seem a little hyper. Yeah, But first question, what made you start? Well, what made me start losing weight probably was because I was 14 years old, about to turn 15. I was either at or close to 300 pounds. I had chronic back and knee pain. At 14 years old, I had those problems. Nobody in their life should have to go through that. That is legit a living hell. Like, getting out of bed was an exercise for me. Like, that's how bad. And it got to the point where I was kind of depressed. I looked in the mirror and I was just like, damn, I gotta do something. Next question. Big or small bitties? I prefer a decent size, you know? I mean, I really don't know how to answer that question. Do you believe in soulmates? I actually do. I believe that somewhere in this world there is somebody that is the best person for you. I believe that out there there's someone who is going to make you the best you that you can be. So, yeah. Favorite cheat day food? I actually do not cheat. 2 years strong, and I do not allow myself to cheat. If I do cheat, it's probably like forced or like a last resort thing. Like, as y'all can see, I actually moved apartments, and that day my dad bought a whole bunch of pizzas to feed the people that helped us move in. So I kind of cheated and I had a piece of pizza. Well, 3 I should say. But yeah, regularly I do not allow myself to cheat. But if I had to choose one thing to cheat with on my diet, I'd probably have to go with a master shake from Sonic or something. Like, I don't know, just something like real sugary and something I love to eat. I mean, I used to have slushies and shakes all the time as a kid growing up and shit. What do you think about today's society? That's a very weighted question. I think there's a lot wrong with that society. I truly do believe. I don't want to go in depth. I don't want to start any drama. I just want to say I do believe there's a lot wrong with our society that we do need to change as people. And if you keep seeing me like looking down, I'm looking at the questions because I have them like screenshotted. Why can't chickens fly? I'm not a scientist, but if I had to say why they can't fly, it's probably because of like their wings aren't strong enough to support them. Probably they're too heavy. So, I mean, that's my best guess. First kiss. My first kiss was actually with my ex. Yeah. Me and her dated for 14 months, which is a year and 2 months. And our first kiss was actually in a QT corner store. I was walking her home from school. I looked down at her, she looked up at me, I saw an opportunity and I took it. Not much to be said there. How many kids do you want? I at least want one son and maybe a daughter, so 2 in total. How was your first day of high school? First day of high school? Well, freshman year, I was late. I did not know where my first period class was. Sophomore year, I mean, I got a lot of compliments saying I looked good and all that. So, I mean, sophomore year was kind of okay. And then this year, junior year, I mean, it was alright. I mean, I finally know how to dress for once, so. Longest relationship. As I just said, my ex. 14 months. That was the longest relationship I had. The longest before that would probably have to be 4th grade. I dated that girl for 4 or 5 months. I don't remember. When I get my camera, are you trying to collab, and what's better, Twix or Snickers? Oh yeah, for sure, man. Probably Twix. I don't know. There's something about that cookie and the caramel and the chocolate, man. I don't know why, but it tastes better than peanut butter caramel or peanuts caramel chocolate and whatever the fuck. I don't know why, but I grew up with Twix, and it just, to me, it was better. When you finish being skinny, will you do a how to get thick quick program? I can. I'll probably like update y'all, tell y'all how my diet is, what I'm doing differently from what I've been doing, and yeah. What was the hardest part of your process of losing weight? Being consistent. Consistency is a really hard problem, and that's why most people give up. It's because they can't stay consistent and they can't stick to the diet. For me, the first 2 months that I was on it, it took me forever to get onto a schedule. Because I went from eating Cane's and Bahama Bucks and Chick-fil-A and McDonald's and Taco Bell almost every day of the week to literally eating none of that. And then on top of that, I started going to the gym almost every day of the week, so that was also a really hard thing for me to do as well. Because I went from barely being able to get out of bed to walking to the gym. Biggest regret? Whew. My biggest regret is probably wasting time on that girl that ended up playing me twice. In the long run, I should have just ended it after the first couple months of talking to her. I don't know why I put myself through the heartache, but I'm glad I did because it paid off and I dated a girl for 14 months. Which leads me to my next question was, what's the scariest but best decision you ever made? Giving my heart to my ex. That was the scariest thing I've done because I got played by the girl before her twice. So I was really scared to open up. I was really scared to give my heart out again because I just was scared that I was going to get heartbroken. And in the long run, I mean, I kind of did end up getting heartbroken because she broke up with me. But I feel like it was one of the better decisions I made in my life. And I feel like me and her are still great friends. There's no bad blood between me and her. I still hang out with her on a daily basis, but there's just not that romantic between us anymore because, well, we're not together. My biggest fear, believe it or not, heights. I am deathly scared of being hundreds of feet up in the air. Like, I can't ride the Superman, I can't ride the Texas Skyscraper. If I get into a really tall building and like I'm up like 4 or 5 stories and I look through the window and I look down, I will like start shitting my pants. Do you believe you will achieve your goal in the next 5 years? I do believe so. Probably by the end of this year. So, not this year, but this school year. So probably by 2020 June, I should have reached my fat percentage goal. But then from then on, I have to reach my muscle mass goal. So I do believe in the next 5 years, I should be able to get to my goal. That's actually a really good question. What made you decide to lose weight and change your way of life? As I said before, 14 years old, 300 pounds, chronic knee and back pain, and I lived on the second floor, so I had to walk upstairs, and I would get winded halfway through those stairs. Do you know how, like, painful that is? As a young person, not even be able to walk up a full flight of stairs without, like, it was horrible, man. Voice crack. Why are you so obsessed with the way you look? For me, I see it as an achievement. I want myself to look the best, feel the best, be the best. Of me, that is. Because I know physically, mentally, and attractively I won't be the best person out in the world. But I want to be the best me that I can be. And I feel like starting that will be with how I look. Because if I look great, I'll start to think of myself as great. And once I start to think of myself as great, I'll start to feel great. And it just kind of all plays together. It's really good that you asked that question. But yeah, it's really, that's just how I look at it. look great, feel great, think great. I have a great mindset for the future. I know what I want to do. I know how to get there, and I know what, I know the steps to take. So if y'all have any more questions, and drop them in the comments, and I'll make a part 2 to this Q&A, and I'll answer as many as I can, as best as I can. Thank you. It's been your boy Orange Show, and I'll see y'all next time.